Alright, did you know that 1 in 1,000 are affected by the disease Chiari malformation? Austrian pathologist Hans Chiari and her partner Julius Arnold together after research classified and put together the brain disorder known as Arnold-Chiari malformation. Though their prognoses of Chiari dated all the way back to 1883, it was not named until 1891 when Chiari and Arnold together distinguished and described each type as type 1, type 2, and type 3. Most are not even aware that this disorder exists, and if they aren't aware of the causes and severity. And that is why I'm speaking of this topic. Being that I was personally affected by the disease and I don't even know the full reason why and hows of my own disease, I want to educate not only myself but others about the background of this rare fatal disease and the physical emotional pain it puts you through. So firstly, I'm going to talk about Chiari malformation and what the three types are. Or just three types. Chiari malformations are structural defects in the cerebellum, the part of the brain that controls the balance. When the indented bony space at the lower rear of the skull is smaller than normal, the cerebellum and the brainstem can be pushed downward into the spinal cord, causing many various symptoms such as dizziness, muscle weakness, and vision problems. As I stated earlier, there are three types. According to AANS.org, type 1 is the most common type of the three. Type 1 may not necessarily cause symptoms until late childhood or adulthood and is often found by accident during the examination for another condition. This is because the malformation does not develop until the skull and the brain are growing. Type 2 is a form of spina bifida that occurs when the spinal canal and backbone don't close before birth, causing the spinal cord to protrude through an opening in the back. Type 3 is the worst of them all and causes severe neurological defects. In type 3, some of the cerebellum and the brainstem stick out through an abnormal opening in the back of the skull. So mine was type 2, I'm pretty sure. And this was before, and this is like the MRI I had when I found out. This is the amount of fluid that's in my spinal cord, like in the beginning. And that's part of my brain that was growing into my spinal cord. And then after the surgery, this was like a few months after. This is the amount of fluid that was in it after, and that's part of the brain they took out. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about the treatments. There isn't a whole lot to talk about regarding treatments. According to csfinfo.org, when diagnosed with Chiari malformation, there are no ways to relieve the symptoms or cure, as some would say, with medications. The only way to correct or slow down the progression of the disorder is a surgery. Even though in some cases surgery might not be fully successful, it should at least slow down the progression of damage to your central nervous system. Alright, lastly, I'm going to talk about more in depth about the symptoms. According to NINDS.gov, there are many various symptoms that are evident. Headaches are most evident. I didn't really experience headaches as much as other people. There's neck pain, hearing imbalance, muscle weakness, dizziness, difficulty speaking or swallowing, which I still struggle with sometimes, insomnia, and problems with hand and fine motor skills. Well, this is a long list of symptoms. Some may be living with this disease and not even know, because in some cases symptoms aren't very obvious because that just doesn't show up very bluntly. And in conclusion, I hope that this gave you a better understanding of the reasons, whys, and hows of the disorder, Chiari malformation, and just how dangerous it really is. I don't think some realize that this disease is affecting your brain, and your brain is not only something that you should mess around with and take lightly. Your nervous system is vital to living, and without a healthy, proper working nervous system, your health could go down in a downward spiral in the blink of an eye. So it is vital to be properly educated on things that you may not think you need to know but should know.